Continues to pour in today following the death of Pope Francis.
The 88-year-old pontiff passed away just hours after greeting thousands of parishioners at the Vatican on Easter Sunday. The beloved religious leader will be remembered for his kindness and his compassion.
Pope Francis had been battling an assortment of serious health issues, but that didn't stop him from making an appearance on Easter Sunday, waving to the big crowd from his Pope-mobile in St. Peter's Square. Sadly, it was the last public appearance the pontiff would ever make. According to the Vatican, the 88-year-old Pope passed away a short time later from a stroke and heart failure.
He knew what he was about.
Father Bill Muller from Phoenix's Brophy College Prep Academy will remember Pope Francis as a man who practiced what he preached, someone who devoted his life to helping the poor, showing concern for migrants, reaching out to other faiths.
Some of my favorite pictures of him are when he's wandering around in St. Peter's Square and picking up babies, and embracing nuns. Just a very kind, wonderful, gentle man.
Pope Francis will also be remembered as someone not afraid to shake things up and challenge church tradition in favor of a more modern approach to societal issues. The pontiff was known for pushing diversity in the church, along with his outreach to women and members of the LGBTQ community. He also took some controversial stances on same-sex couples and climate change, but was committed to the church's stance on abortion.
There's a lot of behind-the-scenes conversations.
Jeff Strickland is a theology teacher at Xavier who tells us Pope Francis had a unique way of connecting with everyday people from around the world.
There's beautiful passages in the Bible of Jesus getting on the ground with, for instance, the blind man and rubbing mud in his eye and healing him. I think that's the kind of image that Pope Francis will be remembered for. He wanted to go out to the marginalized, essentially.
Students at Brophy and Xavier had the day off Monday, but school officials say when they're back on campus tomorrow, it's important to reflect on the impact the Pope had on the world and what can be done to follow in his footsteps.
He was a Jesuit, before he was a Pope, and there's a certain kinship that all of us here at Brophy feel with him, considering that. And so we'll lean into our Jesuit identity with prayer and remembrance of him. So we'll have a prayer tomorrow to start school. We'll have a Mass to celebrate his life tomorrow at lunch, and then we will, use it as a teaching opportunity as well.
There will now be 9 days of mourning to honor Pope Francis. After that, cardinals from around the world will gather to elect a new pope. That process usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks.
Senator Mark Kelly reacting to the death of Pope Francis, saying Pope Francis's compassion and humility was an inspiration for Christians everywhere. And he never shied away from using his voice to speak up for those in need. As a Catholic, I took that as an example to follow, and I still do. Meanwhile, Mayor Kate Gallego writing in part, quote, he was a lifelong, unwavering advocate for human rights, an exemplary example of how to use one's life to do good. What a profound loss of someone who made it his life's mission to make others feel welcomed and wanted.
The Diocese of Phoenix is going to be holding a number of services this week in honor of Pope Francis. The first will take place at 6 o'clock tonight at St. Mary's Basilica in downtown Phoenix. Another service will happen tomorrow, also at 6 at St. Mary's Basilica. Then on Sunday, a special Mass will be held in Francis's honor at St. Simon and Jude Cathedral on 27th Avenue and Maryland in Phoenix.
Meantime, President Trump